Hello guys, welcome back. Today we'll be doing a very short and simple introduction to Active Directory exploits. We'll start with an easy machine on TryHackMe. So first things first, we'll do a simple Nmap scan and we can see a bunch of open ports. 53 and port 88 is a very good indication that this is the domain controller. 53 is of course DNS. 88, for those who don't know, is the Kerberoasting authentication server. So everything within Active Directory uses Kerberoasting to authenticate, and it's a way of securing AD. However, misconfigurations can make it quite trivial to attack, as we shall see. So moving on, what tool will allow us to enumerate ports 1 through 9445? Well, those are the SMB ports, and I mean, you can see I've already done this, but we can use enum4linux. Now, enum4linux is a great tool, but it's very outdated. There is a more up-to-date version, enum4linux ng. It works a bit differently, better, less errors. I won't be using it today, but you should. So the output, some SID, the domain name, which is THM-AD. We'll keep that in mind. Some more SIDs and a list of users. Now, when it comes to domain users in AD environments, there is a tool that I really like to use because, well, it's called kerbrute, and if you give it the user enum flag, then what it does is it uses Kerberoasting pre-authentication requests to basically spam a bunch of pre-authentication requests to grab any sort of users. Now, the great thing about this is it doesn't, or it shouldn't, show up in any traditional logs, so it's a really great way of grabbing users. DC, and the word list I like to use is this one here, top formats. Now we can see it's immediately grabbed a user, James. This word list here can be found on GitHub, like most other things. And of course, you would just git clone it. And the tool, we can see it's already found another user. The kerbrute tool can also be found on GitHub, but for this Kali Linux distro, you'd want kerbrute Linux AMD 64. So I guess you would search kerbrute compiled binaries, and well, I'm sure you'd be able to find it, whoever you are watching this video. I hope you enjoy it, by the way. Don't forget to leave a like. Yeah, this is a common mistake. Usually in AD environments, the TLD would be, the corporate domain. So evil.corp or evil.ltd. Going back to enum4linux, hasn't given us much to go off of apart from some users. Are there any service users here? There should be. Let's see how to proceed. SVC admin. So it's telling us to use kerbrute as well, but kerbrute isn't finding this service user. So is there a word list which does have the service user? Grep SVC. To the I flag as well, just in case. User share word lists. There should be a word list which has service users. Let's see. Yes, this word list here. So if we run kerbrute with this word list, DNS, then it should find SVC admin. It's found backup already. Now, as you can see, I'm running this in parallel, and it still works. So, I mean, if you'd like to get an idea of how many usernames are in this list, we can do that. So that's 961,735, and it's not locking me out from attacking this box because, well, Kerber's pre-auth is rarely, if ever, monitored. Well, let's assume we found service admin. The next step is to use the impacket suite. So my two favorites are, I mean, you can see there's a bunch here. Get NP users and get user SPNs. We'll do get NP users, I think, THM, AD, and you can see you don't even need the password if you just give it the oh god, I keep forgetting the syntax here. Okay, DCM IP admin DCIP boom pass, and it's given us a KRB5S ASREP hash. So I'd love to explain this further, but I think that's for another video. It's, this sort of stuff can get quite complex. For now, I think it's just important to know that this attack works. You don't need a password rather. You just need the username and the domain name, and of course access to the domain controller. I mean, it's easy here because it's assumed that we're already in the internal network, but usually you would attack a box and then gain access to the internal network, from there pivot to the domain controller. So moving on, let's dump this in a text file, run hash ID against it. Well, that's not very helpful. It should be a known hash. Let's copy this. Let's go to Firefox, hashcat example hashes, Control F, Control V, and boom, 18200. So now if I run hashcat M18200 service admin hash using the infamous RockU word list, hopefully it shouldn't take too long. let's go back to TryHackMe. Oh, it's giving us a modified password list. So I'm not sure where we're supposed to find that kind of password. Oh, I guess RockU does have that password. Management 2005. So always make a credential file. So that's SVC admin. Now the next step that I like to use is a tool called netexec, which is just the more modern version of crackmap.exec. So in the wild or in guides, you'll probably hear crackmap.exec, a Swiss Army knife for pen testing networks. Well, netexec, as I said, is just the updated version. Let's run the attack. Now that we have the credentials, here's the syntax: user svc admin password management 2005, and there's a plus sign here, which means it can log in, just not over SMB. Let's list some shares. We have a backup share here, which we have read access to. That's interesting. Let's see if we can can we RDP? Is the RDP port open? Yep. 3389. Wait, what? Oh, my mistake. It seems it's stuck. Something's happening, but no. Maybe WinRM? No. Okay, moving on. Let's connect to that share, SMB client, list. I hate the syntax. It's always so annoying. I keep forgetting whether it's forward or backslashes, whether it's 2 or 4. Oops. Okay. Wait. Okay. User. THM AD. Service admin. Password management 2005. Login failure. That shouldn't work. I mean, that should work. The login failure shouldn't happen. We must have messed up the syntax somehow. Okay. Let's get rid of the L flag. Here we are. Let's get that. Let's mget backup txt. Yes. This is probably base 64. Let's here we are. In fact, let's be fancy with it. There we are. SpookySec.local. Not sure what that's supposed to be. I think another box. Is there? Is there more than one machine in this domain? I doubt it. Okay, netexec, SMB. Now you can see the methodology here. We enumerate, exploit, we get some more credentials, and we enumerate again. So that's a positive hit, but no shell access. How about RDP? Now we can see few users here. So what you can do here is you can make a user list. So vim users.txt, backup, Ori, Robin, James, administrator, Darkstar. And then we can use netexec and provide it a user list instead. I think if we do the star here, oh, never mind. Oops. Something's happening, but maybe WinRM. So you can see what's happening here. It's using the credentials we found, and it's using well, the password with all of the usernames we gave it. Another great way to pivot back to basics. Okay, we've done that. Okay. Oh, wait a second. If we have privileges, then can't we impacket ps exec oh, okay. I keep forgetting the syntax of these things. That's annoying. SMB exec. Oh, of course. That wouldn't work, would it? Access granted. That's weird. User backup. Ah, perfect. Still very annoying. I mean, it should have netexec. Let's try crackmap exec. RDP 1010. What's the IP here again? 155.99. User backup password. Boom. It should have given us a hit. I'm surprised why it didn't. Yeah, I think it's because of the mismatch here. But it just goes to show you should always, I mean, you shouldn't just rely on, you know, tools like this that do it for you. You need to manually check things out. Not sure what this is. Let's take a look. Privesc. I mean, I can hazard a guess, but oh, is this the flag? Who knows? Not sure why the terminal just opened here. Machine is lagging slightly. If I can RDP into this machine, then can I win RM into it? Is it 155.99? Unlikely. Well, I do know how to proceed. We just run impacket secrets dump, but before we do so, I would like to try and grab a command line shell from my Kali box. So first things first, let's go to rev shells. Let's go here. Let's PowerShell. 10.9. I'm just copying my IP here. 1.141 ports. Let's play it safe. PowerShell. Copy. This is hanging, which is annoying me. Bim. Ref.ps1. Let's open up a web server. Let's open up a listener here. Okay. It's very laggy, but we're here. Okay, it's kind of working. Let's do IWR, URI, 10, HTTP 91141, ref.ps1, L file. Okay, I think that worked. Yes. Fingers crossed. So it's kind of works, but the shell is, it's not very stable. There is another way. MSF Venom. Let's do stage payload. Wait. I mean, I'd like to grab system info, but it's so slow. I'll just wing it and assume 64. close this. Windows CMD. Again, open up listener, and we'll run certutil split your cache f 10.9.1141. Access is denied. There is most likely a way around it, but I'm just being cognizant of the time that this video has already taken. So let's go back to PowerShell. Use IWR. Alright. For one, shell.exe, alpha shell.exe. Let's grab it, but this is frozen again. Let's see. Is there a way to... Oh, I know there is a way to bypass Windows AV, but I'd have to Google it, and frankly, I just can't be asked. Let's just get this over with and get you the answers. Before we do that, okay. Net group, net user, backup. Okay. Package secrets dump. Help. Secrets dump. Backup. Oops. Package secrets dump. I think this is the right syntax. Yes, something's happening. Impacket secrets dump performs a DC sync attack. So the user usually has to be a local admin on the domain controller, of course, because it performs a DC sync attack and it basically copies over lots of juicy stuff from the NTDS.dit database. So in effect, it gives you the keys to the castle, but for some reason it's taking a while. Remote operations failed, error timed out. Oh. Okay. Wrong IP. It happens. The attempted logon is invalid. It shouldn't be invalid. Maybe it's the spooky secrets thingy. Okay, there we are. Spooky sec. And yeah, here we are. That's the until MV2 hash. You can basically ignore this bit and just grab these. The one that we're looking for is admin. Breaker of things. Lots of interesting usernames here. Okay, let's dump this to a file. And then we can just grab through it and grab the admin that way. Grab admin, secrets, dump. Here we are. So if I grab this, I don't need to crack this hash. Go hash NTLM. What? Oops. Another thing we can do is we can take that and use an online service which is called crackstation.net. Not found. And this wasn't found either. Maybe John. Oops. Well, user administrator hash IP 10.10.155.99. Let's double check that. I'd be surprised if this doesn't work. Here we are. So that's the amazing thing. I don't even need to crack this hash. I just need it, and I can already log in as the admin. Now, if you're local admin on the domain controller, then it's GG. You own everything. So, with that being said, I think we're at an end to this machine. I hope you've enjoyed watching this. I know it's been a bit of a mess, but hopefully you've gained a decent understanding, initial understanding of some tools you can use like kerbrute, the impacket suite, X3RDP, which gives you a GUI within Kali, MSF Venom. I mean, there's some stuff I've used, not too well, but any further questions, just leave it in the comments, and who knows, maybe I'll make another video. Thanks for watching.